called stunned silence. And I don't know if you should be so happy to see so many people happy to see you retire. Is everybody in? It might be easier to talk in here. There's a podium with a mic outside. Oh, is there? Let's go outside. Come on. That's a brother. This is a real first for me. In 9 years, I've never been able to pull one over on Susan. And I want to thank you all for being here. You know, I had some really sentimental things to say, and, you know, everything from compassion to high standards, but, you know, I also have to remember all the jokes that she sent to me over these last 9 years, most of which I cannot share with family environments, but you probably know better than I what Susan Vincent Green has brought to this college. And we're going to have a couple of people come up and say a couple of things and make a couple of little presentations, and this is a first for this college because this started with what I call the Mac attack. You come here. A few months ago, I experienced what I call the Mac attack, and this young lady came to me and said, I got an idea, and I said, go for it. And she, you know, all of us have a million good ideas every day. Very few of us can see them through to the end, and through blood, sweat, toil, and tears, she has pulled off something that I think is really nice, and I think we owe you a debt of gratitude. Well, we'll get to that, but I have to say that for every problem that was incurred, the answer I got when I said, do you want me to help out on this was no, I'm going to learn something from this, and we're going to pull it off. And she did, and I'm going to turn it over to you, and you take it from here. Yes. Okay?
Thank you so much. We've invited the alumni, starting with Joanne.
I see them everywhere.
Oh boy, 15 years ago, right about this time, I think, of the year, I met this lady for the very first time. My name's Joanne Crowley, and I'm currently the orthopedic program manager at Cape Fear Hospital. And I was in the first class, the class that graduated in 1991. You guys raise your hand. You're back there in the back. There you go. Those of you that still have the ability to, you oldies, come on. I met Susan for the first time. We had back then, I don't think you do that now, but we had to go through an interview process. We had to go in and sit down and talk to her, and I remember at the time that I had to work. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I just had to work. And she said to me, you'll never make it. You're not going to be able to do it in work. And I said, you know, I believe I can. I believe I can. And there was a day, we had quarter systems back then.
You got to tell me you had new twins.
I had 4-month-old twins, yes. That's why she felt sorry for me, because she had twins, and so she let me in. Anyway, but we had quarter, that's how long ago this was. We were in the quarter system back then. And the next to last quarter, I'll never forget, I went in there just to boo-hooing. And I said, I just can't do it anymore. I have to quit, and you have to let me back in next year. And she said, nope, you can do it. And I bucked it up, and doggone I did it. And I'm thankful that I did. But our first group, I think somebody told me there were around 700 people applying for that first set or something that expressed interest. And we ended up with a bunch of 30 that were probably the most non-traditional that any group of people could be. We were an odd group, and we kept her, we challenged her at every point. I know there were times, she and Anita Matz and the other Anita, where's the other Anita over there? I know there were times they could kill us, and yet they stuck out with us and helped us get through it. Seriously though, she put together a program. We learned the nursing theories and those kind of things, but her heart in it was that she would provide men and women who would go out and be able to take care of patients and be able to be safe and be good stewards of the knowledge that we'd gotten here. And I think that she can look back on these years here, these 15, 15 graduating classes here?
No, 12, I think.
12.
See, you had to go 2 years.
That's true. So, yeah. I wasn't good in math, but I was good in math. Could do the doses, yeah. Uh, but looking back, she can look over these classes and know that she's provided wonderful things to Cape Fear Community College, wonderful things to all of you nurses standing out there. But even bigger than that, and more important than that, she's provided to Southeastern North Carolina just a host of excellent nurses who have been able to take care of the communities here and this whole region. The day that she gets old and infirm, which is certainly not today, right? But the day that she gets there, she can look up from that hospital bed and know that she's created a whole army of nurses who will take really good care of her. So I just love her. We thank you. Are you still the Twisted Sister?
Yeah.
She was the Twisted Sister to us, and we love her, and I know you guys do too. Thank you.
And you better believe I will ask if they're Cape Fear graduates before they come in my room.
Thought I'd give everybody a little practice here today. Deal with this. Yeah, back to back.
Alrighty. Good afternoon and welcome, esteemed colleagues, students, and friends of Susan Vinson Green. My introduction to this spectacular lady was about this time of year 10 years ago, when I was preparing to enter the ADM program. For the first time when I met Susan, I knew that she was going to be a presence. And for those of you that remember, most of us called her FBG, not Susan. Still do. Okay, this is easily seen in how she's advanced from the director of the ADM program to chair of the Allied Health programs here at the school. And for your commitment to supplying much needed quality healthcare professionals to this community, we applaud you, Susan. I cannot say enough about the positive attributes of SVG. She is a compelling leader, a dedicated professional, and an effective educator. Her contributions to this college and the community are substantial. Her leadership served as the foundation for developing this ADM program. And this program is, without question, by all professional standards, proven to be an outstanding one. Through SVG's leadership, this ADM program has had a positive impact on our area's healthcare nursing shortage, and it is responsible for producing substantial numbers of superior nurses for this community. And may I add, ones that are highly sought after when recognized by potential employers as CFCC nursing graduates under the direction of Susan Vinson Green. This is true. Her professional dedication to the field of nursing is also outstanding, as SVG is a very involved member of many national, state, and local organizations that are committed to promoting excellence in nursing. This devotion to enhancing the profession persists even as SVG leaves the college, while continuing to serve as part of the foundation of the ADM program at CFCC. As well, she is a committee member and has been for many years to the area's Nurses Day celebration. And for those of you who are not familiar with this occasion, it's an annual event in Wilmington in which several $1,000s in scholarship money raised by area nurses is awarded to local nursing students. As an educator, SVG is truly gifted. She is one who motivates and empowers her students. I believe that because she went through an ADM program before earning her master's degree in nursing, she has a unique insight that is highly beneficial to her students. As one of her former students, I can confirm that her educational approach is invaluable. I have had numerous educators involved in my associate and my bachelor's degree. However, none were as profound in their ability to motivate me as SVG. She is superb in her skill of empowering students with the self-confidence and problem-solving skills necessary to produce energetic and committed graduate nurses. SVG has many qualities that are exceptional in an educator, but the one that I believe allows her to have her finger on the pulse of her nursing students is her open door policy. I know firsthand that any time a student had a dilemma, whether academic, professional, or personal, SVG was easily approachable and ready to listen. Her calm style and stimulating sense of humor when communicating and assisting students further exemplifies how SVG is the quintessential hands-on educator. SVG has also taken a proactive role She has taken a proactive role in promoting nurse educators. In fact, it was her encouragement that motivated me to aspire to and obtain a position as a clinical instructor for the ADM program, and I thank you for that. As many of you have noticed, I have yet to say the word retirement. This is, of course, because I still don't believe SVG will ever really be very far away from the profession, nor from CFCC's ADM program, which we all know is her baby, and I think will remain that way. Somehow, SVG has been able to accomplish all these extraordinary things while retaining her refreshing, down-to-earth manner. Her contributions and her presence, most of all, will be sorely missed. So let me sum this up by saying her impact on the medical community, the ADM program, the college, and her numerous students over the years have been priceless. I feel that I am very fortunate to have had SVG as an instructor, a mentor, and a friend. And I know I speak not only for your graduates, but also for the thousands of people whose lives they in turn have touched when I say you will always have our deepest gratitude for your years of service and commitment to your students and to the profession of nursing. Once again, thank you for all you have done, and enjoy this exciting new phase of your life. You have earned it.
Hey buddy, my name is Dennis Murphy, class of 2001. I was trying to think today some humorous anecdotes and such about Susan when we were here, and I have many sentimental, like Dean Philpott said, but not too many humorous until I finally came up with one. I remember being very early in the program. I came back to school at 38 years of age, and I always joked around that nursing school was my midlife crisis. And sitting in the classroom one morning, very nervous, you burst into the classroom and informed us all that you had driven several miles to work that morning dragging your boat and trailer without even knowing it. And I remember thinking to myself, well, I like this lady. She doesn't take herself too seriously. You know, but boy, she took this program seriously. I don't have a lot of prepared words, and I really don't. And just on a very personal level, going through this program, knowing you, getting to know the team that you developed here has made a profound difference in my life. And I have a job that I truly enjoy. We all have jobs that every day we go to work and we make a difference. And I've told you before, you know, I give full credit to Cape Fear Community College and you for developing this program. Cape Fear Community College students are still the best at that hospital, bar none. You always said that you wanted us to be the best, so we would be there to take care of you. Well, we all sincerely hope that we don't have to repay that favor very soon, or at all. Thank you so much for being here for all of us. You've made a difference in our lives.
Before we go any further, I want to thank everybody who helped, faculty, CFCC faculty, staff, Dean Philpott, my fellow students. The juniors came through like champs. Absolutely fantastic job, juniors. Yeah, they came through. Thank you so much, everybody, for making this possible. Job's never
I haven't stuck anybody since Sunday night. Let's see here, it was June 2002. I reckon about 89 of us were sitting in the auditorium across the hall there, and Susan walks in. At that time, we didn't even really know who she was. She says, "Hello, my name's Susan Vinson Green. Welcome to the 2 most difficult years of your educational experience." She said, "This is not an easy program. If you wanted easy, you should have enrolled in radiology." It's just because of the paperwork. She said the paperwork in radiology is easier. But she said, each and every one of y'all has been thoroughly screened and has the potential to get through this program. And, now that I look back on it, I see that, absolutely it was the truth. It has been very difficult 2 years, not an easy program, but very fair. And the information is just, the volumes and knowledge that we've gained in 2 years is phenomenal. I can't even believe it. The first year faculty was great. The second year faculty has been equally as well prepared for classes and help us gain the knowledge that we need to go forth and take care of the public. But one thing that really sticks with me is the classes that Susan came and taught to us. We've been in school for months and months, and it's very difficult on everybody. And she comes in and it's very encouraging. Every word before she leaves the classes, stick to it. You can make it through this program, and if you make it through this program, you will pass the boards. We better pass the boards, because if we don't, she will come hunt us down. But that, like many other things, is something that drew me to this program here. Really, when I applied, I could have gone to nursing school anywhere, and after investigating it, talking with some of the Cape Fear community college graduates, like Mr. Gonda over there who works for Airlink, they spoke very highly of the program. The pass rates were well into the 90%, 97% or so, and that's one of the things that drew me to this school of nursing right here. She's been, along with being very encouraging, very approachable. I know I've had a couple of times when I've had to go speak to her in our office about some things that were personal problems in my life, not so much with the program, but problems that I'd had because I, like many people, am working full-time, have 2 children, and going to nursing school at the same time. So my spare time is very small, and occasionally children get sick and other things, and I had to come discuss my dilemma with Susan, who was always very encouraging, telling me that things happen, it's not a big problem, that I can make it through this, and gave me an encouragement to stay in school. And I didn't realize at the time when I started here, I didn't know when I enrolled in nursing school here that Caper had the radiology program. I knew they had an LPN program, so I didn't know they had ultrasound, occupational therapy. But when I started school here out of high school in 1987, the only program that was here was the LPN program, and I didn't realize that she had built such a big allied health organization here as she had until I enrolled in school here and learned everything about it. So, really the way I feel is she is essentially the cornerstone of the allied health curriculum at this college right here. And I think I sum it up when, like Stacy Mack said, this monument to her is something that we can look at and gain encouragement from, and that future students can come out here and bang their heads upon after class, because you walk in very knowledgeable, and you I mean, you walk in thinking you're knowledgeable, and then you leave very humbled by the fact that, you know, all the information that you've gained. Thank you, Susan, for being such a treasure.
Regina McBaron, come forward, please. Sam, Samantha, have Regina bring the cart forward. Go ahead. Gifts from your the school. Now, I don't know how to do this, but we need to get you over there for unveiling of the plaque.
Yeah, let me say a couple of things. You may have picked up on something that was just said about beating your head against something. All will be revealed. So if you could come over this way, keep going forward. But I am not aware that any faculty member of the college has been so honored. And again, I would stress that Stacy and her classmates, your students, have made this happen. And I'm so proud that I had a chance to work with you for a long time. We're not going to let you go. Listening to what your former students have said, I would challenge them that if they want to bring a true tribute to Susan Vincent Green, is take those standards on into your career and touch everybody's life in that nursing profession to make sure they understand that nothing less than your best is good enough. Susan, if you would like a chance to say a few words and rejoinder, I will turn the microphone over to you. And never known you to have been.
And I see at least 4 people from the first graduating class. I see people from other graduating classes. I see all the students who are currently enrolled. My brother is here. My son with his 3.5-week-old baby and his wife are here. My daughter, 2 of my other grandchildren are here. I should have known something was going on when Henry called me and said, I took the day off. I don't know if I was supposed to do that. But I took the day off because Kelly and Sharon and the baby were here. And Henry called and said, I'm coming home for lunch. And I went, oh, my God, I'm going to fix him dog food. I don't want to get anything started because when I retire, I don't want him to think he's coming home for lunch every time. And finally he said, after he fixed himself a sandwich, you need to change your clothes. I can't tell you how I looked. I've held the baby today, and Kelly was washing his truck, and Sharon and the baby were taking a nap, and so it was my opportunity to dig in the yard again and plant a few little plants, and so I had dirt all over my knees of my pants, and I was pretty rough looking. He still wouldn't tell me, and so nobody would tell me, even after we got down here, what was going on. Thank you from the very bottom of my heart.
Thank you, Susan and Stacy again. And to all the graduates and colleagues and faculty members and everybody who has enjoyed being a part of Susan's life, thank you from all of us. And I believe there's a reception inside, and ask you to join us and have a chance to give your personal greeting to Susan.
And SVG means still very good.
The remaining money.
swear you got it, Bob hadn't seen it. Isn't that Ah, go ahead. And it's like three-dimensional.
All right, who's the next cake cutter?
Doesn't matter.
You're gonna.
Still a long ways off.